Welcome to a new episode of Short Comic Introduction. Today I want to talk about a comic I just recently found by browsing through the top webcomic list, and this one got me with two words, cyberpunk dystopia. People who follow me for a while know that I always say I'm more the science fiction themed oriented guy, but to be honest, or to be more specific, I really love the cyberpunk setting, because I think this is a setting you can work in so many different ways, in so many different settings, and also so many different time periods. You can do like a film noir style of story. You can make it a war-oriented story. You can put it into a more modern age. You can put it in an extreme science fiction setting. There are so many ways, and if it's done right, then in most cases you get a fantastic story out of it. I have so many films and games that are in these cyberpunk settings that I really adore, and that's why I was interested how this comic was doing in this case. And after I saw it, I checked out the first pages of it, because normally I check them out just to see if it's on which list of mine it will come, or if it's even something it's good enough for me to, or in my eyes good enough for me to follow. And this was one of the rare cases where after starting I binged read it in one go. I read all the 3 chapters in one go, and it's something I have to say is in my eyes one of the best ones I read in this case. But before we go into it a little bit more further, let's start with Centralia 2050 by Michelle Stanford. The comic isn't that old. It started in April 2015 and updates every Friday. The story is about Midori, who one day wakes up without memories somewhere in a metropolis of Centralia, and the only thing she seems to know is that there is a girl who seemingly needs her help. And yeah, that's the premise of it all. And when I say this is a story done right, it's done right in so many ways in my eyes. The first one, and the thing, if you start reading it, the first thing you will notice is the way the atmosphere and the whole city works in this case, because that's what we first this is the first picture we see. And the thing is, this city on first glance there is something not quite right. Even if it seems like a normal city you see every day, there's something missing in this case, and we see it with Midori when she works around through the streets. In this case, she stumbles into the people. The streets are crowded with people, but seemingly nobody notices her, and always everyone is staring on their phones and just walking down the street, and nothing really happening. And it's kind of, there's a kind of empty feeling in this case, and the way the art style is made in this whole black and white and different gray tones, it really works out for it. And so if you start it, you are like Midori. You feel a little bit lost in this case, and that's something I really love. This was the first thing I really loved about this comic, because in my eyes, it got this little detail. It got it really right, and it goes on even after a few pages, when we get introduced to our second main character, Gray, who seems to be the only one who noticed her, and that she isn't quite the let's say normal person in this city, and she doesn't seem to be from this place. That there are more things in this whole scenario that we don't know, but we want to know what's going on. and even after she's attacked of something, these small security robots that look like small spiders. That's the case where I think most of the people want to know what's going on, because nobody seems to see them, and or let's say some see them when they try to go through their legs, but that's the only thing they seem to notice, but not any person that's just running into them. And yeah, that's how the story starts going on, and it's I have to say it's one of the more slowly told stories. I think this is something not everyone will appreciate, because most of the comics I think of when I see people talking about them, that's more of these, we need something very quick, we need more action oriented ones. There is not much to talk about behind the scenes, and I think this is something these people don't quite enjoy about Centralia. But if you're searching for something with a more deeper story and something that builds some mystery on it, and there is a lot. Even if we only started this whole story, and like I said, we are only 3 chapters into it, we have already so many things that I think are the way they are introduced. It's not this slap in your face, here it is. It's more, it's slowly told. There's just one example. In the 2nd chapter, we are told that there was a blackout in 2048, and that this went on for some time, and after that the company who runs this whole place, Lumico, is just appeared in front of everything. And also after this blackout, so many people seem to be gone missing, and nobody seems to care about it. And like I said, these are just small details and small puzzle pieces that you will get on that come on the more you read about this comic, and they're just introduced little by little. And there are also some really fantastic scenes with the with Midori and this girl she is chasing. Not only she seems to, like I said, she seems to be the only one who sees her, and there's one fantastic theme I think that was really came out of nowhere, and had to do with a small metal lunchbox. People who read it know what I mean, because this scene was so it just came out. You knew something had happened when they, or will happen when they open this small case, but what they find in it was something you never expected in this case. And even if it's a little, if this ties into another scene a little bit earlier, it was really surprising, and I think this is one of the things I have to admit is why I like this story so much. It's not something that when you start reading it, you know what will happen, because there are so many curveballs that go in a different direction that I think many people who like these more deeper storylines will really appreciate it. Let's just say it this way. Michelle writes this story in a way that you are just want to follow it. Like I said, I started reading it, and I just wanted to know how will it go on? What is behind all these things? Why are there? What is with all these missing people? Why is this girl the only one, or why is Midori the only one who sees this girl? What is with Gray? Why is he different in some kind? Why are these people? Why is nobody caring about this? What is this about Lumi cool. And like I said, it's something I really, really love about this comic. The next thing I think is also working with it is, like I said, the art style, because everything looks different. You know, when the scene changes, you know how you have a kind of scale for this whole city. There's just to give you an example. When the story starts, Midori is in the center of the city. You'll see skyscrapers, big roads, everything glass-like, neon signs, and everything you think of if you're going through a big city. But later on, they're trying to get information from an old train yard, an old decommissioned train. And when they leave the city, you have the feeling that the city is always everything is getting smaller and more abandoned in this case. So it's more this empty feeling is getting even extremer in Mike, I would say in this case. So yeah, this and everything, the way she works with black white gray, with the black white gray colors, it's you always have this very yeah, like I said, empty, lonely feeling in this case. Nothing is really there's no happy feeling. And yeah, if I can show you one page just to that you know what I'm talking about. I hope you can see it in because my lighting is at the moment not the greatest. Yeah, but I think you can see what I mean. The art works really great hand in hand with the story, and yeah, definitely check it out if you're a fan of more deeper storylines, if you're a fan of stories with a kind of mystery, and if you like these dystopian or more cyberpunk themed stories, because this one you will find something very unique in this case, and I really hope we see more of this one. And I'm really looking forward with what she will surprise us in the future. And people, again, as always, if you like it, please support the artist in any way. Just if you can't give money, just vote on the top webcomic list, support her in just commenting under her pages, and she has even a Patreon page. Just check it out, and yeah, like I said, let's see where this is going, and I really hope to see more of it, and I hope everyone who watches it will find something in it and have fun. So yeah, thanks for watching, and goodbye.